Today, we are going to make a fun alternative project from May's Sparkling Celebrations paper pumpkin. So, this paper pumpkin included a Misty Moonlight spot and some really fun, kind of summertime themed cards. This one very much reminds me of Rapunzel. Um, but cool fireworks cards, and then a cute one with like some backyard lights. You can definitely mix up the sentiments. Also, like if these aren't sentiments that you like, you can use some from a previous one. You could make this for a birthday or something else. So you don't have to use these for invitations. The dogs are getting really rowdy. So if you hear them in the background, I don't know what's going on, but they're getting rowdy. So what I wanted to do was we have these wonderful scenes dies that are the dies that go with our paper pumpkins. And there are a die set comes out every 3 months. So January, February, March, April, May, June. So we're in the middle of this one. And last month, in the water set, the Waterside Retreat, you saw this cool little sign. And so this one was used for that. There's a fun little fireworks one. So we're using that one this month. And then there's the word wonderful cut out, and there's some flowers and butterflies. So I have a feeling those are probably going to go well with next month's. So each one kind of matches a different month. If you don't have these, I think they're like maybe 10, pardon me, 10 or $11. The item number on this one is 168665. Wonderful Scenes Dies is the name of this one. And we're going to use these and one of the stamps from the set. Let me grab that. Um, and we're going to make a fun 250th anniversary card for America. So the stamps in the set said, "You're invited, wishing you happiness." It had some fireworks. And then it also had this large tree die that was used to like kind of create some depth to the images. And we're not going to use that. We're going to use the one that says "Time to Celebrate." And this is what we're making. So let me grab, I need one more piece of paper. I show you guys this because you guys always like when you see my organization tools. So there was this cute little tackle box. I'm pretty sure this was like at Target in the dollar spot section. And these are all like removable little panels. But sometimes I punch out too many of something, maybe because I was on a roll, maybe because I can't count. I don't know. And so I like to store them all in here so that I can keep myself organized. And then I know, like, okay, I definitely don't need to punch any more of these. These are ready to go for a class. I'm going to use this one. This was die cut, and I had a couple of these left, so I'm gonna use this. So, what's cool about this die is that it cuts out these adorable little stars. And the best way to see it is to put some white or something that, can reflect on the back. And then I still had some of these, they're retired, these puffy star stickers. And I thought they were really cute on here, and they're like glittery. So, and then these are the skinny alphabet, and it has numbers, which is great because this is the only number die set we have right now. But what we're going to do, I'm going to get this guy out here. So we need this part of the zero. So make sure if you do this at home, make sure you do that. And if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin with me, then you will get the ingredients to make this card in the mailbox. So I'll be shipping these out later this week. I'm very excited. We will actually be in Chicago for the 250th anniversary, which is kind of exciting on July 4th. So, these tiny little stars, I am convinced I'm going to do something with. So, you might see those in a shaker card at some point. They're adorable. All right. And then we're going to stamp the sentiment with the Misty Moonlight. So, the same color that comes in your kit. And I do like Misty Moonlight. I think it's a pretty color. It's a pretty blue. And I used Real Red for this one. You could have used anything, honestly. All right. And then what we're going to do, I need my card base. Oh, good. Here we go. All right. So we've got a Misty Moonlight card base. And then the join offer still stands right now. So if you're interested in joining Stampin' Up, now would be a great time because you get an extra either $35. So you could buy, I think that you could get that up to the big Stampin' and Cut Emboss machine, or you could get a set of all five of the in color ink pads, which is really fancy. So all right, so I could glue this down flat, but I thought it looked neater if we popped it up on some dimensionals. So we're going to fully support our little situation here with some dimensionals. And I'm going to make sure that we don't see behind any of them, but and this might seem excessive, but for one for something like this, you actually do want quite a few because you want to make sure that it's like fully popped up, you know? And then we're going to put a couple of the minis. You can always just cut the big ones in half if that's all you've got. It's no big deal. But I'm going for quick and easy today, right? All right, so let's get all these guys off of here. And there we go. One of the reasons I like the black dimensionals, someone asked me about it, is then I can tell if I've taken the backer off or not. I know. It's a funny trick, right? All right. Okay. So there is some ink on this side. It's no big deal. And I cut this a little bit smaller, but if it's not lined up right, it's not the end of the world. We can just take our scissors and kind of figure that one out. Gonna close my door. Okay. So I'm just trimming that one edge off. Maybe I'll trim this edge off a little bit too. For for those of you who I send a kit to, I might trim it even a little bit down, a little bit more. All right, and then we're gonna add this guy and try not to make him hopefully too crooked. And then we're gonna put a couple of dimensionals on the back of this guy. Cute. And then we're gonna glue this on our card base and add some fun sparkly stars, and then we're done. So if you're not getting Paper Pumpkin, you should be subscribed with me, and I will send you an extra project every month that you're subscribed. You um it's easy to check and see who your demonstrator is, and if you need to contact Stampin' Up and check on that, you can definitely do that. So these were the sparkly stars. They were actually a Halloween thing that we had, um, and I used some of them for Halloween. I went through a couple packs of these, by the way, but I thought they're a fun accent on here. So all right, there we go. There is our 250th anniversary card. Hopefully, this is fun. I hope you enjoy this. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll put my link below to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. Next month's kit is a really cute one with some bicycles on it, and it has little butterfly. Gems, I think, that come in it. So it's going to be a cute one. So, all right. Thanks so much, everyone. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Let me know if you've got any questions. Bye bye.